Productions is all about the music. The idea is to create 30-minute shows.
The traditional model of Ships has been to do 2 or 3 different production shows, and on Tuesday night you'll get one show, and on Thursday night you get another show. That's not the way this is going to work. These shows are going to run in rotation throughout the whole cruise.
These are called playlist productions because they're inspired by some of your favorite playlists that you might have on your computer, iPad, or phone.
The content is very recognizable. These are songs that everybody will know.
Music from the generations, the 60s, the 70s, the 80s, even the 2000s.
We have 4 amazing shows that we have kicked off 2.0 with.
The Brits, Motor City, Divas and Latin Nights. We wanted to create 4 different experiences that would cater to every single person on that ship. Whether you're 5 years old, whether you're 95 years old, we have a show that you are going to absolutely love.
These shows are like any concert experience you might pay $100 to go see in a big city.
We've incorporated LED screens into all 4 of the shows, which gives the shows a very cutting-edge look, very similar to what you would see on American Idol or Dancing with the Stars or American Music Awards.
Every time you walk into the theatre, even though it's the same LEDs, each show looks different because we're using different elements of platforming and staging, and we're able to put these LED screens and the rovers that we have in many different positions, creating intimate looks, creating large looks, and really making each show individual.
We are using LED screens for all of our scenery and all of our sets. And so not only does it give us more opportunity to open up the stage for live performance, but it also gives us the opportunity to think outside the box and come up with whatever we imagine to put on the screens.
We're doing music videos that are coming to life on the stage, and the LED screens that you see behind me here are used to sort of bring that stage to life. They let us do things that we couldn't do with traditional scenery.
What would it be like if you had a leading lady who was on stage and a leading man who was animated? A cartoon. How do those 2 relate? How do you put one on screen and how do you put one on stage? And what happens if the one on screen comes to the stage, and what happens when the one on stage goes to the screen?
All of a sudden the screens light up, and where you once saw 8 dancers or maybe more, now you see hundreds of dancers. And that's Hollywood filmmaking. This is like high-level Hollywood music video filmmaking brought to the Carnival stage.
And I think the end product that what we've got is outstanding. We've got all these hydraulic walls that are moving rhythmically and in tune with our performers and the cues, and it's outstanding, it really is.
What we've also tried to create with these productions is a full experience from when those theatre doors open. So you're not just coming into a theatre and taking a seat and waiting for the show to begin. The experience will happen as you walk in. So each show has a 15-minute pre-show.
You'll be able to get into the mood in those 15-20 minutes before the show starts, and the experience continues afterwards.
Not only have we got a new product, but we've got a whole new schedule in place, which gives the guests a chance to choose when they want to see a show and which show they want to see, and if they want to see it more than once.
Our mission here with Fun Ship 2.0 is to deliver great, fun, exciting experiences that leave you wanting more at the end, that leave you tapping your toes as you come out of the theater. That's what these shows are really about. The visuals are spectacular, the dancing is fantastic, and the singing is just great.
My name is Nick Thorpe, and I'm the musical director for Playlist Productions, which is the new production organization of Carnival Cruise Lines, producing the new Carnival 2.0 entertainment project.
My name is Paul Roberts. I'm a choreographer and creative director. I've worked with a broad variety of artists such as Diana Ross, Sir Paul McCartney, and the latest teen sensation One Direction. And I've designed 2 shows, one called Divas and one called Latin Nights.
I'm Peter Flynn. I'm the director of 2 of the new shows for Playlist Productions at Carnival Cruise Lines. The Brits, which is a British invasion show, as well as the Motor City show, which is the Motown show.
Well, this is my first time working for a cruise line, and personally I've been just amazed and so excited to see the diversity in the product and the shows they do, and just the high level of artistry that comes with it.
My name is Rob Wagner, and I am the multimedia producer and director for the Playlist Productions.
We brought in a whole new level of creative talent for the creation of these shows. People who are working very much in legitimate theater as well as in Hollywood, working on major television productions and live performance.
We're talking about Broadway theater directors that work in the biggest houses, choreographers that work with the hottest music video artists. This is really a rich pool of production people here working on these shows. So this is a great opportunity for somebody who wants to get out on the stage and maybe take a first step toward something greater.
What's been incredible is Carnival's built their own rehearsal space that has been just an extraordinary place to work in. We have like the sets and the costumes and everything here, which you seldom get. So you really get to play and refine and really work on the show from the first time you're here.
This is a great opportunity for performers to come out and form relationships with top entertainment professionals.
Both myself and Dev Jenke, who's the choreographer for Motown and the Brits, work in New York and around the country. We both come from a Broadway background as well as off-Broadway. And Paul Roberts works in London, both in TV and video as well as theater. And I can say for myself, I'm constantly looking for new talent. And I'm constantly looking for people with whom I've worked and realized that they have the skills, they have the dedication, and they're good-hearted. And they're up for a good time. You put that combination together, I'm going to make sure I find you.
Instead of having an ensemble of 16 to 18 performers like we have in the past, how can we develop a show with a smaller ensemble but increase the talent?
We've reduced our cast size, but we've increased the quality and really found the strongest performers we can, great actors, singers, and dancers, and reinventing the way we're doing entertainment on our ships.
It's so completely opposite of what most people envision in their mind about a cruise ship entertainer. You do completely different styles of shows. Every show is different from the other in so many ways.
So now we're looking for people that can sing, dance, act. Way more requirements. Rather than having our 2 lead vocalists and a backup of chorus dancers behind, we're creating these shows with 8 stars.
There's only 8 of us, and we each bring something different to the table, personality-wise as well as talent-wise.
What's really exciting is to see the performers with whom I'm working now adapt to not just singing and dancing, but acting as well, telling a story.
To just be the triple threat, you've got to be able to act, you've got to be able to sing, you've got to be able to dance.
I think what's become apparent for casting for these shows is that the performer not only needs to look great and be physically in tune.
You need to sing, dance, and act, and it really probably will push you to your limits as a performer in a very exciting way.
Acting, being a character, and then also throwing in when you're doing super hard choreography and singing at the same time is a new challenge.
But with all these different shows, we have these 8 performers. They all have their own styles. I've got a great R&B singer, I've got a couple great pop singers, and they're all strengths kind of come together in one.
Playlist Productions is bringing a whole new, challenging but rewarding side of entertainment.
You know, we're really looking for some awesome talent for these shows. Great singer and dancers. For these shows, we're really combining those 2 talents. In the past, we've often cast the singers and dancers separately. Here we're looking for people who are real double threats, triple threats really.
So the new ensemble that we have now has enabled us to be a lot more competitive in the salaries that we're offering than we ever have done in the past.
You know, we're making the experience much more rewarding for our performers. So I think it's going to be a much more compelling experience for people looking to or considering working on a cruise ship. They're really taking it up a notch, and I would encourage performers to take another look at Carnival this is a product that's going to be very exciting to be part of.
Being a playlist performer, you really feel like a star.
I think it's such a great place to be when you get to work and live and breathe the sea on top of the thing that you love to do. Dancing every day and doing shows that make me so happy and doing shows that I'm so proud to do is just such a compliment to going to a country that I've never been to before and exploring different foods and different cultures at the same time. It's really one of the most exciting things about the job.